With DeepSeek coming out recently in a big way, literally slashing $1 trillion worth of value off the US stock market, of course a lot of the US administrations, whether it's the Biden or the Trump administration, is hawkish on China. ChatGPT, Gemini, etc., they are all Western companies. But DeepSeek is Chinese. What I want to see is, will this affect how DeepSeek answers questions relating to geopolitics between the US and China? 1 week ago, Reuters reported that Trump has delivered fresh tariff threats against the EU and China. If we have a look at the first few lines of this article, we can see that Trump on Tuesday vowed to hit the EU with tariffs and said his administration was discussing a 10% duty on Chinese imports because fentanyl is being sent from China to the US via Mexico and Canada. So let's just simply copy this and ask DeepSeek if this is a good idea. So after pasting these couple of lines from the article into the DeepSeek prompt, I'm simply going to ask, since Trump is considering tariffs, is this a good idea with China? Okay, let's tackle this question about whether Trump's consideration of tariffs on China is a good idea. Okay, so far this is actually a lot more thoughtful than I expected coming from DeepSeek. First, let's talk about the argument in favor of the tariffs. If China is indeed a major source of fentanyl entering the US illegally, imposing tariffs might be a way to pressure China to crack down on the production and distribution of this drug. So we have an upside and now we have the downsides too. Of course, this is just the R1 thinking, and that's thinking for 46 seconds. Let's have a look at the output. So we have arguments in favor and arguments against, key considerations, and then a conclusion. So in favor, it's public health pressure and trade policy alignment, and then the arguments against are risk of retaliation, consumer and business costs, ineffectiveness against fentanyl, and historical precedent. One thing to keep in mind is that they are showing double the arguments against as in favor. However, I am surprised at this. I was expecting DeepSeek to simply say that they would rather not talk about this, because if I then ask DeepSeek, please tell me about the Tiananmen Square event, and there we have it. Sorry, I'm not sure how to approach this type of question yet. Let's chat about math coding and logic problems instead. So it seems that DeepSeek isn't shying away from current geopolitical issues. However, when it comes to something that the West tends to see as a pain point for the CCP, it will not answer. Honestly, I'm just surprised that it even gave any arguments in favor of tariffs for the US.